Hello everybody, it's me. Welcome back to the video. Now, in this video, I wanted to talk about some new information, public information I'm pretty sure, that I got. I was monitoring my VGC Discord server I made for my tournament I was doing, and I saw someone post future ability changes, and we're going to be going over them today because I think it is really interesting what some of these Loomians abilities are changing into. And yeah, honestly, I am pretty excited for that, and we're going to see what things are going to change into and how it's all going to work. I'll have the battles being played in the background, and I would like to say that today I am feeling monstrously better than I was yesterday, because yesterday I don't know if many people know, but I had like dental work done yesterday, and yeah, I feel a lot better today. So here we go. We're going to be checking these out, and I have some battles playing in the back. And without further ado, let's hop straight into it. All right, and to start with this, we have future ability changes. We're going to be starting off with PHAROGLYPH. Its secret ability is being changed from Contact Curse to Coerce, which, if you don't know, I think that's how you spell that's Coerce. Basically, from what I know of, what Coerce does is its expertise, but if you hit an opponent, you then have their next move that they use cost, I think, 25% more energy. So yeah, you basically are able to have it basically makes Stallbreaker PHAROGLYPH amazing, like even better than it was before, because that can make Rejuvenates cost like close to even 100 energy, which could be crazy, you know. So if you hit them and they go for Rejuvenate, that's just all their energy gone, and then you get a free peace of mind, and it's really, really nice. The only downside is you would lose off on Temper, which is a really strong ability on PHAROGLYPH, but I think that's a very nice ability and is going to be very helpful toward PHAROGLYPH, and PHAROGLYPH's job at kind of being a stall breaker because it has a lot of coverage, plus it has peace of mind, very quick. Like, PHAROGLYPH is honestly really solid. And then we have Volcaloa from Territorial to Guerrilla Tactics. Now, if you don't know, Guerrilla Tactics is an ability from Pokemon that increases your attack stat by +1, but you can only select the first move you pick. So essentially it's a built-in like choice band. So Volcaloa is getting that, but you can also run an item with it. So you're going to get a +1 attack boost, and if you're running specialty boots, a +1 speed boost. And then maybe even in the future you could run choice band with it to get +2. Which could be really crazy as a very solid wall breaker. And honestly, I think this is a really nice buff toward Volcaloa, because I mean, I haven't seen it that much, and it's honestly kind of a cool Loomian, and I want to see it be better. But the problem with it is that it relies on I think it's Brawn Boost that it has, but half the time, even if it gets Brawn Boost off, it can't do that much, because some stuff like Obsidian still only would take like 60% from Savage Greed. It's honestly wild. But yeah, I say pretty nice for Volcaloa. Hopefully make it a bit of a better wall breaker. And then we have Krakaloa from Territorial to Scorching Skin, which, if you don't know, is Flame Body, which if you hit with a contact move, you have a chance to burn the opponent. And then we have Chartiki from Territorial to Smoldering Joy. Now, Smoldering Joy is essentially like Solar Power from Pokemon. And if you don't know, it's when you are under Sun, I think you get a +1 special attack boost, but you take damage every turn you're on the field. So essentially, and you can still choose whatever move that you want. So essentially, Chartiki is going to be able to absolutely nuke a lot of stuff, but it is also going to lose its health like for a while. Every turn it's on the field when Sun is up, or a heat wave, it's going to lose health, but that might be worth it because it honestly has pretty good coverage. Like, what? I think poison, plant, fire, that's pretty solid, you know? Plant and fire is cool in general because the only thing that walls out is fire. And I think on top of that, it could actually learn Mud Spatter. I'm not sure about that, maybe. But kind of a cool idea. And that's with just the ability, by the way. That's not even accounting, like, you could run choice specs, meaning you're going to get a +2 essentially, and then you can just absolutely nuke. Or you could even be crazy and run boots, because Chartiki's actually not the slowest thing in like the multiverse, right? I think it's like 65 maybe. I think it's something around 65, 62. It's not super slow, right? And I think it could abuse boots in some way, like with a smart nimble boots. Could be really, really funny. But yeah, now we have Trumbull from Territorial, who could have guessed, to Triumph. Now, Triumph is a completely new ability that's not from Pokemon. When a foe faints, celebrate your victory with your allies, reducing the energy cost of moves the next turn to 0 for you and your allies. Which, that is awesome. So if you get a kill, your next move is costing 0, which makes Trumbull an incredibly threatening sweeper, because it already has like a very low energy stat. So being able to compensate for that by getting a kill and then having its next move only cost 0, honestly is such a solid buff and makes it really good. I can't even lie. Makes it really solid as a sweeper. All we really need now is Drudge and Trumbull about a sweep, you know? And now the final Territorial change, we have Kirillin. Territorial to Shakedown or Power Napper. Now, I don't like the idea of Shakedown. I think it would only get Shakedown if it was going to like replace Hasty, I guess, if you don't want to miss, you know? I think Territorial's the SA, right? What's Territorial again on Kirillin? It is Devious. Okay. But getting Power Napper is kind of cool, because maybe if you want to risk a hit on something, you know, I don't know how useful Power Napper would be, but it could make it an offensive Power Napper user, which we haven't seen before. Now give that thing Pivot. Come on. Give Kirillin Ancient Pivot. Let's see it. That'd be really, really cool, though, to see. And Kirillin already can hit ridiculously hard. And with this, it'd be really nice. Could make it a threatening setup sweeper, because it can just do a lot of damage. Plus, the fact it's going to have healing. You don't even need to use Rejuvenate, which I don't think people even use in the first place. But it has Rejuvenate, which I think is kind of funny. But yeah, now we have Dregadine. Anomaly is being changed to Buffed Staunch, which, if you don't know, Buffed Staunch is going to make it so none of your stats can ever be lowered, but they can be increased, which basically means that you can run Peace of Mind on Dregadine, finally. So you can use Peace of Mind, and then boom, suddenly you cannot have that stat ever lowered, which is honestly great, because that allows Dregadine to like actually have more offensive tools than just clicking Draco Beam, you know, because that was kind of Dragodine's whole thing, is just Draco Beam, which now means it could run Jet Stream, Egg Storm, and Draco Beam and Peace of Mind. But even on top of that, it's still tough to use it because it is still super duper slow. So you definitely need to set up with that. But thanks to Icicle, maybe it could be super threatening. You could run very smart, Frail Sluggish with 0 speed UPs, maybe. But yeah, now we have Contact Curse on Skellic being changed to Brute Force, which is going to definitely make Skellic hit a lot harder, because that removes the crit from Primal Slash, the flinch from Mega Chomp, the chili and flinch from Chili Chomp. I don't know if it would remove the piercing through Scapegoat thing that Piercing Drive has. Maybe it does. And this is honestly a pretty nice buff to Skellic, because now it can Dragon Dance and then have a lot more damage on its side. Maybe even in the future could run a Choice Band set if it wanted to be kind of funny, because now I can actually hit a bit harder, right? Now it's like stab options are actually stab options, but 5% stronger than Pokemon, which I think is kind of funny. Yeah, but now we have Cosmiorre Encased is getting Regift changed to Contact Curse or Bitter Touch. I would rather Bitter Touch here personally, but either or works. Bitter Touch, if you don't know, is Skellic's signature ability as of right now. And what it does is when you are hit with a contact move, I'm pretty sure, you have a chance to disable the move that attacker may not be able to use that move. I'm pretty sure that's what it does. It's like cursed body. That's what it is. But yeah, and then we have COSMIORE cracked, getting regift changed to ranged guerrilla tactics, which definitely a really nice change. It's gonna make COSMIORE in case cracked hit a little bit harder, which is gonna be cool. And I definitely can see being a really nice breaker, but even then metal type still wallet, so it's kind of hard to use something like that offensively when a singular type walls it and it's the best defensive type in the game. So yeah, I guess it's a little bit of a little bit of a tough conundrum for it. And now we have COSMIORE Unleashed. Surrogate is finally being removed, but it is to be decided. And I think, for what I've heard, all of the COSMIORE abilities are pretty much to be decided. Not all of them are 100%, I'm pretty sure. But we have kind of placeholders right now. And yeah, I'm glad it's finally losing Surrogate, because my god, you can't deny that COSMIORE Unleashed is so boring with Surrogate. But I do think at that point you have to go back to the brown NPC and then fix that fight up, because that whole thing was revolving around specialization boots COSMIORE. But can't really do that now, so hopefully that gets changed to make it a bit easier. Not easier, but just make it so its gimmick is not completely broken. And yeah, for the last one, we have a SURROGATE buff. Here we go. SURROGATE. Hold on. SURROGATE is getting Shakedown replaced for Slush Rush, which is basically if snow weather is ever added, Slush Rush doubles your speed under snow, which could make SURROGATE somewhat gimmicky under snow, but SURROGATE definitely is going to benefit from the global stat increase, so I'm very excited to see that happen. And yeah, I think with all of these are pretty cool. I'll leave them all on screen now if you do want to read them off yourself. But yeah, I do think with that, we're gonna ending it off. Sorry if I was like slightly, I don't know, like I don't know, I'm still kind of dying, but we are getting through it. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see everyone in the next one. Bye bye.